Well, folks, the Pajero's been for roadworthy and come back, and it's unroadworthy. Big surprise. Biggest issue is oil leaks on the cylinder head, which he thinks is the rocker covers. It's not, but I had to get the rocker cover off anyway. Where's the rocker cover? Let's give you some, maybe a better look at that. I'll be able to reseal these with, I've got new gaskets and everything, so I should be fine here. I've got some tried and true Mitsubishi tin rocker cover techniques. But that wasn't the source of the leak. The massive source of the leak was, ta-da, the rear cam caps. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Maybe get really close. That O-ring is fucked. It isn't doing anything, and it's as hard as a rock. Yeah, like, I can't get it off with a pick. It's just hard as. So that's the cause of the massive oil leaks at the rear, which were coupled with the massive oil leaks at the front to do with the front cam seals. Cannot catch a break. Also got told that the wheels are not roadworthy because even though I've got like 4mm of tread here, the guy goes, oh, no, you measured the tread from here. And I disagree with that because the Vic Rose material says, except for here at the wear bars, it must be 1.5mm tread. So to me, that suggests that this should be 1.5mm and the wear bars are just, I don't know. Anyway, not roadworthy. Tried to fit my spare wheels from my NH Pajero, and I'm like, why don't these fit properly? Because they're 15-inch and these are 16. Oh yeah, now I need 2 new tyres. Ah. No one sells roadworthy cars anymore, and it's because they can't be fucked spending the money on making a roadworthy. Yeah, so wheels and tyres, low tread, brakes, low wear indicator. Yeah, so apparently the brakes looked like they were okay, but the inside pad on the front right, nah, because the caliper was sticky, so it would warm that one down. So I've got them. There's some more money. The indicator, this is done. So the LPG is mint. However, the bill for the roadworthy was... No, that's not it. That's my Repco bill. for my brake pads. $985. So, yep. Look, I knew it would be expensive because it's LPG, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, lamps, signals. So they're pinging me for this, and I've lubed it, but it's not getting any better. Oh. There you go. So I don't know if that means it's the switch or I need another relay. I can get a relay from Jolly's for a couple of bucks, but yep, so I bet your ass, in fact, I'm pretty sure the other side's also is just as fucked as this. Now, thankfully, if it is the case, ignore the motor for this broken. I've just got to get to the 2 bolts back there, which are going to be pretty much that silver bit, right, where's my finger? There, that silver bit tip of my finger is where the bolts are, for the cam O-ring. O-rings are going to be cheap, I'm sure. Oh, let me zoom out. But yeah, they are absolutely fjorked. Dry as a salada. And when this car had a head rebuild, like 15 years ago, whenever it was, because he blew a head gasket, I guess they didn't replace these because these are useless. Good times. Anyway, I'll come back when that's all sorted out. By the way, there's a fair few bolts to get all this shit off. If you want to get just that cover off, you can just remove the upper part of the intake, which is this bit here. Quite a few bolts, but you know, nothing super complex. Although you got to remember where they go back, and I didn't mark them properly, but I'll work it out. Yeah. But to get to the right-hand side, you would have to remove the entire intake, which is going to be like all these long bolts that bolt it down to the central. Usually it's a 2-piece with Mitsubishi. There's like a lower intake. You can't really see that down there, and an upper intake, and this and the other bit are part of the upper intake. Yeah. All right, I'll be back soon. Well, got the other one out. That was actually fairly easy, getting down this side. Here's the first one, getting out with the pick. It just, look at that, it just split. So I'll do the same with this one and see how we go. Let's have a look, make sure I'm in the middle of the image here. It's a bit hard to see, that light's actually, oh yeah, that split straight away. That immediately split as soon as I tried to get under it. Yep. That is not an O-ring anymore. All right, let's get them done. Well, now that the work has been done on the camshaft O-rings, I came inside to deal with the buzzing indicator. So for those of you that don't know, let's see in there, that brown relay up in there is your indicator relay. It's the thing, oh sorry, I'm blocking the light. It's the thing which clicks. So I'll zoom in for that, do that for you. That guy right there. If that fails, that's where it is. You have to get the cover for the steering column off. Oh, you know, like the kick panel down here. But the issue with mine was definitely the switch. So let me just turn this on. I have to turn the radio off so I don't get pinged for, there we go, I'll just unplug the radio. So, hold on, slides on, there we go. So it's working now. So I've got the, well, the bottom indicating down would buzz down here, but I've cleaned it just with contact cleaner without taking it apart. But see that? So if you engage it positively, it will fine. It doesn't actually have the issue at all unless it's just about there. But they pinged me on it, and I'm sure if I go there to get it rechecked, they're going to go, oh, let's see if it ever does it at all. Even though when it's positively engaged, it'll be fine. They're going to... The guy already pinged me for unroadworthy tyres when they're actually not unroadworthy. Yeah, I think I covered that yesterday, but I read the rules. And the rules are, according to the Vic Roads material, which I have access to, it says that the tread depth must be no less than 1.5 millimeters, except at the wear bars, whereby the wear bars must not touch the road surface. And they're at least, where's one? There. They're at least 1 mil, right? So I have ordered new tyres. I'm going to maybe pop down there today to the Roadworthy guy and say, listen, like, this is what the book says. What does your book say? Because this is costing me $400. It's going to need new tyres at some point. But the point is, I just don't like being, you know, inconsistently fucked over by roadworthy places. It's like, let's have some consistency, right? Because the guy I normally go to, oh my God, he is anally retentive. Nice guy, but Jesus Christ. The things he has pinged me on in the past for other cars. Anyway, so I'm going to have to take this out one more time and give it more cleaning. And the way I cleaned it was, taking it out, I held it up and I sprayed effectively this way through it, not that way, because I noticed that the electrical pins are all in the back. So I also turned it around, sprayed in the pinholes, and whilst the contact cleaner was soaking through it back this way, I was aggressively moving the lever. So I'll get it off and I'll show you that. Right, so this is the back side of it. These big pins are just to do with the headlight stuff. These small pins, there's quite a few of them, but these are all to do with the indicators. So what I did was, so first of all you can see up, down, right, spray in, and then aggressively, you know, really hopefully some of the contact cleaner passes over the contact as it drains through. As I do this, I'll do it again. And then I blow it out with compressed air to make sure there's nothing in it. All right, we're back. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Not a buzz at all. So it literally was just 300,000 Ks worth of pitting and whatever, carbonisation, whatever, on the contacts in that. And I'm sure I could go to the wreckers and get one of these, but it's 15 to 20 minutes to get off all the accoutrement around here just to get that out, unless you want to fucking destroy the car in the wreckers, which is not really a friendly thing to do. Oh, there's a little bit. Hopefully that's enough. I'll see how we go. All right, it's back together. There you go. Just needed to clean. Now I'm going to go to the Roadworthy guy and tell him what the Roadworthy says about tyres, because I think he's wrong. Well, folks, it's late in the afternoon on a Friday. I went to the Roadworthy guy earlier and he goes, "No, not roadworthy in it with those tyres." So he said to me, let me clarify. Vic Road says the primary groove must have at least 1.5 millimetres of tread, except for the wear bars. Where the wear bars are, they must not touch the road surface. I don't think they're going to be doing that, do you? And then he goes, "Oh, well, maybe it was your other tyre." Look, at the wear bars here are better, if anything. And then he said to me, "Well, you know, I spoke to the head of Vic Roads and he looked me in the eye years ago and said that, you know, if a tyre could wear out in 30 days, then you shouldn't roadworthy it." And then he looks at me in the eye and he says, "Well, how far do you think you could drive in 30 days? 20,000 Ks, easy." Mate, I have a sports bike. I can buy brand new fucking tyres for that sports bike and I can month them in a week or less. Right? Does that mean they're unroadworthy? It's just ridiculous. Anyway. So, clickers are all fixed, as you know. And I've done a lot of work today on... Oh, just, you'll have to bear with me while I get this in there. I was using the camera to hold the engine up. So I've done a lot of work on degreasing it. Basically, anywhere there was any shiny oil, I went through 2 cans of brake clean. Because this guy was telling me if he sees any sign of an open leak, he's going to fail me again. I get it, right? The Vic Roads rules, though, say if it's leaking, okay. But if it's just signs of weeping, it's fine. But now that he's seen the leak, he's like, it has to be dry. Like, oh my God. So I spent a good hour on it. You probably can't see much down there, but no, not really. But back there, that plate on the back of the head was where the O-rings were busted. That's all been cleaned up. I just sprayed and sprayed and sprayed to make sure there was no sign of shine. And I kept looking down at the motor from here, and if I saw a shiny bit, I'd hit it with more brake clean and dry it off, so that when you look at it, you go, okay, yeah, it's dry. Because it is fucking dry. I tell you, like, just, I don't know, I could rant, and I think ranting's wrong because it needs to attract people who just want to take you down for ranting online. Anyway, I have to wait about 3 or 4 days now for tyres to come in because I got, you know, relatively cheap tyres and they weren't available overnight, so I have to wait until next week. So maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we'll get this thing roadworthy. However, the good news is the Roadworthy did clear the gas tank. There's the missus. And the gas tank is certified and at something of the 8th 22, so we're good.